Pope Francis will release an encyclical on the environment on June 18th, and you suggested recently that the Holy Father should stay out of the debate on climate change. Here you are.
The church has gotten it wrong a few times on science, and I think that we probably are better off leaving science to the scientists and focusing on what we do, what we're really good at, which is theology and morality.
2 points. If he's not a scientist, and in fact he does have a degree in chemistry, neither are you.
I agree.
And that's one point. And the second point is that somewhere between 80 and 90% of the scientists who have studied this say that human activity contributes to climate change. So I guess the question would be, if he shouldn't talk about it, should you?
Well, we have to make public policy with regard to the environmental policy.
But you're not a scientist. You said leave science to the scientists.
Well, but the point is that politicians, whether we like it or not, people in government have to make decisions with respect to our public policy that affect American workers. Look at the administration is now proposing this ozone regulation that will simply shut down any manufacturing expansion in this country. So, yes, there are things that are going to happen here that scientists are going to determine, whether we need ozone regulations or not.
And you don't think the Pope has a right? You don't think the Pope has a right to talk about this?
Pope can talk about whatever he wants to talk about. I'm just saying, what should the Pope use as moral authority for? And I would make the argument.
Well, he would say he's protecting the earth.
I would say that that's an important thing to do, but I think there are more pressing problems confronting the earth than climate change. And I would suggest that, particularly when it comes to me as someone who's trying to go out there and make sure that we have a revitalization of manufacturing and energy production, the things that create jobs and opportunities, that speculative science, which has proven over time not to have checked out all the predictions that were made 15 years ago, none of them have come true. So all of this certainty, this is what bothers me about this debate, the idea that the science is settled. Anytime you hear a scientist say the science is settled, that's political science, not real science, because no scientist in their right mind would say ever that science is settled.
Okay.